Hey girl, hey, welcome to my channel. Y'all, I don't know what this is gonna be today. I don't know if this is gonna be a vlog, sewing diaries, whatever, but we are meeting in my beauty room because that's where I'm at right now. This is pretty much gonna be about sewing diaries, my hobby, my favorite hobby. And I think this is gonna be the first of its kind because I'm doing a lot. So this video is gonna consist of a lot of stuff. So I guess it's just a vlog. Let's call it a vlog. For shits and giggles, let's call it a vlog. So today, what I gotta do is a lot of stuff. But mainly this is about sewing. Because I'm gonna be turning some of my winter clothes into summer clothes. And of course I wanna take you along with me because I feel like sewing is like the best hobby a girl could have. And luckily for me, it has turned into a career because I do sew for people, I make stuff for people, but I want to show the girls how to sew. I feel like it's a lost art. So this video is going to be kind of like a thrifting vlog. I'm going to go to the thrift store. I'm going to pick out a couple of things that I have in my wardrobe that I want to flip into summer pieces that are like my winter things. And then we're going to go thrifting and we're going to find some stuff there too. So I'm going to take you along with me, but first I got to get ready. And a few things I got to do before I go is I got to film the intro to a hair install video, which is this hair. These are miracle knots, girl. I actually went ahead and did the curly miracle knots in blonde, of course, because I'm a natural blonde now. I am a natural blonde. So I have to film the intro for this. I already filmed the install. I have to film the intro. I'm not going to edit. I'll edit later on. I have to kind of like organize what I'm going to do at the thrift store because I don't know if I'm going to voice over or if I'm going to talk through. I'll probably talk through. But y'all, I have so many different avenues. So like I have Thrift Flip Sisters, which is the channel me and my sister have where we make thrift flips and thrifts and stuff like that. Then I have Just Be TV, which is about thrifting, thrift flipping. And then I have YouTube. I just have so much. So I try to kind of like multitask and create enough content for like all my platforms. So I have to kind of organize how I'm going to do that. And then I got to make me a protein drink because I haven't eaten anything. But there's this protein juice that I've been drinking every day that's really been helping me get my protein in. It is so good. So I can't wait to show you what that is. I've been drinking protein shakes, but sometimes I don't always want a white shake. Sometimes I just want like a juice. So I got to make a protein juice. I got to do a little bit something to my face before I go. I'm not going to put a lot of makeup on. And then we're going to be off to the thrift store. I think that's about it. So I'm going to do a quick face. I don't know if you care about watching me do this, but I'm just going to film it anyway. I'm going to do a quick face because I don't really wear makeup every single day. I really don't. But if I'm going out, I try to like maybe put like a tinted moisturizer on. I always wear sunscreen, always. And I try to sometimes do like a tinted sunscreen because that allows me to have like a little bit of coverage, but also have my sunscreen because I do not forget my sunscreen. That helps with age spots, you know, like all those little dots and stuff that you can get on your skin. If you don't wear sunscreen, wear your sunscreen. You know, y'all know I used to think that sunscreen was not for black girls. I know, don't judge me. I used to think that. I used to think that sunscreen was not for black girls. And I was so stupid and wrong because it is. It's for everybody. Sunscreen is for everybody, all ages, okay? And the one I'm going to wear today, it's a tinted sunscreen. It's by Fenty Skin. It is their, what's the name of this? Fenty Skin. I'll link it down below because I don't know what the name of it is. But it's like a tinted moisturizer. And I literally just put this on my face with my hands like you would do moisturizer. I mean, like you would do sunscreen. And it just gives me like a little bit of coverage. And then it also like gives me like a really good glow. Look at that. I don't know what color it is, but again, I'll leave this down below. I've been obsessed with this. I love the Fenty Skin Tint like naturally. Like this one right here. Love this one. That girl. But it doesn't have SPF. This one is like double duty. SPF and tint. And look how good that makes your skin look. Look how hydrated. And it protects your skin. So, like I said, I don't wear makeup every single day. I feel like makeup just kind of like deteriorates your skin if you wear it all the time. So I only wear it if I have to, which is rarely, to be honest with you, unless I'm like filming or going to an event or something. Other than that, your girl is a fresh face type of girl. Skincare is my makeup most of the time. I'm obsessed with skincare, so I do skincare all day, every day. So y'all know I like to talk a lot. You realize that? If you were to meet me in person, you would probably think I'm like the most quietest person ever, because I don't necessarily talk a lot immediately. And then also, I'm more of a listener. So I like to observe and listen before I'm just like running my mouth. But on this camera, girl, I will run my mouth until there's no tomorrow. And I don't know where I get that from. Okay. So anyways, that is all I'm doing as far as my skin is concerned. I need a cloth. I'm just going to do a little bit of my eyebrows. Now, if you want to skip this part and go straight to the sewing part or the thrifting part, then I'm going to leave timestamps because I think that is important. Just in case you don't want to hear all my yapping or hear any of this beauty stuff. But maybe you do. Maybe you do. So I'm just going to do a little bit of this on my eyebrows. My eyebrows are microbladed, so I don't really have to do much. This is the Brow Lamination by L'Oreal. That girl, let me tell y'all a story. I lost this for a minute, and I accused my sister of taking it because I'm like, ever since you came over, I haven't been able to find my brow lamination. I found it though. I'm that obsessed with it. I have a problem. I do that, and it just lays your eyebrows down really, really good. And you would think that it doesn't make that much of a difference. It does. It does. Even though my eyebrows are microbladed, it just makes my eyebrows look better. And then L'Oreal also has like this faux brow pen. I love L'Oreal. L'Oreal is one of my most favorite brands out there. They have so much stuff that works so good. And it's just like their faux brow pen. This is the color dark brown, I think. This is soft black. I don't think I want to use soft black on my brows today. Actually, I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to leave them like this. I think that's fine. But then we're going to use a little bit of a concealer just to, you know, help that out. Y'all, I got these dark circles that just don't quit, okay? Hereditary. They're in my gene pool. My dad then passed them down because even my baby niece, who is 2 years old, has them. And I'm like, y'all see? It's from birth. She has them, and she's so cute. But it's just hereditary. You know, you gotta love the skin you're in. So we're gonna put a little bit of concealer on them though. Just a little. And the concealer that I love is by e.l.f., but I'm out. So we're gonna use this L'Oreal, which I like the L'Oreal too. This is a full face. No, because I use a Fenty Skin Tint. This is a L'Oreal. It has like this really cool wand that allows you to get right in this crack, which is the only place I want it to be, right there. And the key to concealer is to let it dry, okay? I like to let mine dry down for a minute, like maybe like a minute, because that way it covers still and you just blend it out and it doesn't like move all around. Let it dry down. I learned that in this makeup class. And mind y'all, I told y'all about the makeup class that I took, but I think I'm gonna do an in-depth makeup video telling you guys what I learned and all that. It might have to be a couple of parts because I learned a lot. So if you're interested in that, then let me know, because I'm interested in letting you know all the stuff I learned. I learned so much stuff in it, and I think it's helpful. So I'm gonna let that dry down, and then maybe I should talk about, sorry girl, my phone just died, y'all. My love language is charging my phone. If you're ever around me and you want to show me love, put my phone on the charger. I know that sounds so crazy, but yeah, that is. So it's time to blend this out. And you see how that it covers, but it blends out so easily. I use a powder puff just to blend that out ever so lightly because I don't want a lot and don't need a lot. But it doesn't move now that it's been sitting for a minute. I really just am using it to cover my dark circles, nothing else. I'm not trying to like do like a super highlighted under eye. There you go. And I just use the brush just to, you know, blend out this and there. And then we're going to set the under eyes with something very, very lightweight, which will probably be the Maybelline Fit Me powder. Now, anyways, I was talking about my sewing journey. I learned how to sew when I was 13 years old from my grandmother. The first thing I ever made was a pillowcase into like a little backpack purse thing, which started my upcycling journey. And if you don't know what upcycling and thrift flipping is where you find something from the thrift store and you flip it and turn it into something else that you love. Okay, so it's a way to have sustainability, save the planet, save a coin, find gems, like find good fabrics and stuff like that. And it's, you know, fabrics are expensive. You just go and just buy fabrics like straight out. Go to the thrift store, find great fabrics for the low, and you can flip them and make stuff that you want. So that is where I started, 13 years old, and I've been doing it ever since. And it's become a career for me, but still a hobby that I am obsessed with. So that's what my sewing is all about. And I always have people telling me how to teach them. And so that's how I started creating fashion content and sewing content, which has been very lucrative and very helpful and very fun. So that's what this is all about. And this is, I wanted to be able to incorporate that with you girls because I feel like it's a part of creativity. It's a part of beauty, in my opinion. It's part of fashion, you know, and it's a way that you can create it yourself without having to like buy stuff that people already have. You can just kind of like have your own unique style and your own unique taste and add it into the clothing yourself. You know, it's just a way you can be creative and be unique, you know, so that's why I think it's so much fun to do and to show you guys the process. Again, girl, I could yap. So if you're not interested in any of this, the chime steps are down below. But I'm probably just going to just start setting up my camera and talking because it's just easier that way. Instead of trying to like think about it, I'm just going to set up the camera and we're going to go with that. So do I put on some blush? Should I put on some blush? I think I'm going to put on a tiny bit of blush. I've been loving the really pink blush under eye look, but I think I'm just going to put a little bit because I think that's it. I don't want to do too much. I'm going to go with the YSL blush. Look how pretty this is. I got it in this color too. This one might go too. Do I want to be a Barbie girl or do I want to be a sexy girl? Let's do a Barbie girl today. Why not? Thrifting is main character energy, so we're going to do Barbie. We're going to do this little bit of pink. We're going to get a little brush and we're just going to brush it in like that. But yeah, I learned so much in my makeup class that I think it's helped me so much on my makeup journey and make me have a little bit more confidence with doing makeup because I'm not a makeup girl per se, because when I was growing up, I never wore makeup. My dad always taught me the importance of my natural skin. And so I do take a really good care of my natural skin. And girl, if you watch my last vlog, my last beauty vlog, I talked about, I'm jumping all around. I don't want to say I have ADD, but girl, I jump around. I take good care of my skin, but if you saw in the last vlog, I started my tretinoin journey. And girl, it's been doing its big one, okay? That's a whole nother video. But tretinoin has been like a game changer when it comes to my skincare. But before that, I took really good care of my skin. So I never have been a makeup girl, but you know, being on camera and stuff causes you to want to like look a little bit more put together. So taking the makeup class has really helped me because now I'm a little more confident. I used to be very like apprehensive and self-conscious when it comes to makeup because I didn't know if it looked good. You could look in the mirror and think that you look good and you could be looking a mess. I've seen it, okay? And I just refuse to be one of those girls because I really like the way I look without any makeup and my natural look, but sometimes I want to look polished. So taking the makeup class has really, really, really helped me. Really helped me. And I learned so much. It was like an extensive thing too. So again, if you're interested in me giving you some pointers and doing like a couple of videos on that, let me know, girl. I got you. I got you. So we set our under eyes. We did some blush. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I might do a cute little lip, maybe. Should I do a cute little lip? I think I'm going to do a cute little lip. I just like a good lip. Well, you know what? No, we're not going to do a lip. No, we're not going to do a lip. We're just going to do like a little lip moisturizer. This is a lip volumizer treatment by Rock Skincare. I love Rock Skincare. It's one of my most favorite brands. And they have one product that I'm obsessed with, which is like their cleansing pads. But I also love their lip treatment. It has a little bit of a tingle to it. And it gives you like a little plumpness. But it's so hydrating. It lasts like all day long. And you don't have to keep reapplying it. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing with that. And I think that's good. That's good. Real natural face, fresh face. I think that's always my go-to. And then I think for fragrance, I'm going to apply something very casual. I think I'm going to go with the Patrick Ta Major Glow Hair and Body Fragrance Mist. What was that, girl? This smells so good. I feel like this is a good gym scent. But it's also a good, like light. Am I going to say light scent? It's kind of a good, I say everyday scent, fun scent. But not overpowering, you know what I mean? And it's a hair and body mist, so I love it. It has like a little bit of orange in it. I smell it, like tangerine type of smell. So good. So good. I didn't think it was going to smell that good, but I've been using it a lot. I have been using this one a lot. And I think that's all as far as my look is concerned. Y'all, I love the blonde hair. I didn't think I would love blonde hair so much, but I do. I'm going to go back to black, though. Because I'm one of those girls that switch it up all the time with her hair. And I love something for a minute, and then I'm like, okay, I want something different. So I'm going to have this in for a couple weeks, and then I'm going to switch back to black for sure. I look like a different person with black hair than I do with blonde hair. But I do like the blonde, I'm not going to lie. And I love the curly fullness of the blonde. And I love the lightweight of the Miracle Knot. Like the Miracle Knot, I feel like is so much lighter than like a traditional braid. So that's one thing I do like about this. So I do have the install video coming. So if you want to see how I did these, then, you know, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel, girl. Okay? So this, I got to do the intro, the outro, go make my protein juice, and we're going to be off to the thrift store. So I'll call you back. So I'm making a protein juice, and this is what I use. I got this from TikTok Shop, y'all. And this is not an ad. I just want to tell you about it because I'm almost done. Like literally, I'm at the very bottom. And I wanted to do the whole thing before I actually decide if I like it, and I love it. This is watermelon wave, so good. 22 grams of protein per scoop. I drink one of these every day because sometimes I don't want like a shake. You know what I mean? Because a shake you need, it's like milk. This is like a juice you can have with any type of meal. And right now I'm eating some tuna. And I'm telling you guys, the quickest way to get a flat stomach is to prioritize your protein in every single meal. As you can see, I got the protein in my juice. I'm eating some tuna. And instead of using mayo for my tuna, I use Greek yogurt. I have some eggs in there, and I have some cucumbers and a little bit of relish in there. That's how I like it. A little bit of mustard. And then some seasoning, and that's protein. And then I have like some protein crackers. Eating protein with everything is the way to a flat stomach. Stay away from the bread, okay? That bread will mess you up. And so this is what I've been taking. I've been probably drinking like 2 of these a day. So that is a lot of protein. And it's really easy to mix. I put it in this little shaker bottle. I got this little shaker bottle from Amazon. It's actually in an electric shaker bottle because it's like a blender. And I just fill it up with water all the way up with, like literally all the way up to the brim. And you just turn it on. And it blends everything for you because y'all know protein and blending is not always great, all right? So it don't always blend well and it be chunky. No, it be chunky. So this is the way that I do it so that it's not chunky, and I just let it blend until it stops, and it's so good. This flavor is so good. They have other flavors, but this is the only one I tried, so I can't say this is my favorite. But watermelon, I love anything watermelon. Then you can just open the top and drink it. Perfect for on the go, because that's where we're at. We're on the go. So now that we're done, we got our protein drink. Girl, I will meet you at the thrift store because we got about 2 hours before they close. So we have made it to the thrift store. And we are at the Goodwill and a Bridge Thrift, which are next door to each other, which is amazing. So we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, 2 thrift stores in one. Love that for me. Now, again, we're looking for something that's winter that we're gonna be making summer. I don't have any plans. I kind of just like to be creative, if you know what I mean. We're gonna get a basket, child. I decided to get a basket because I think we're gonna have a good thrifting tip. Yeah, I gotta make sure I stay focused because I could be in here all day, which I don't care about, but I don't want to be in here all day. But the first thing I always do when I go thrifting is I go to the purses. Look at all these purses. And I might find one purse. It's hit or miss sometimes though. Like, love a good fanny pack. $7. Good will be expensive too, child. This is a little backpack. Crystal right here. So I love a good tapestry, and tapestries are not easy to find, but I can make pants and stuff out of it, like sweatpants, even though I'm supposed to be doing winter to spring and summer. You know, I don't know if I necessarily like this print. What do you think? I think it's nice though, honestly. It is $7. So let's get it. I got like 2 at the house that I need to do anyway, so I'll just add it to the collection. Now, I'm obsessed with animal print. I don't know about you, girl, but look at these. These are Joe's jeans, too. If you know anything about Joe's, you've been sleeping under a rock. It says it's a size 4, which is not my size, but we're gonna try them on anyways, because they look like they're a little stretch. I don't think I could fit these, but I could sew. So I might can make myself fit them. They're perfect. Look. We gotta get them, girl. We gotta get them. The Goodwill's prices are getting high. Look at these are some good sweat. $12. I won't be getting them. No, ma'am. See how they be charging too much? This is... Oh, I love this. So it looks like they're closing, so I'm gonna have to try this stuff on out in the public, y'all. Y'all, the prices in the Goodwill are astronomical. I've been thrifting for so long and the prices are just ridiculous. They're like shopping at the regular store now. I don't know what's going on. Like a jersey, I used to get a jersey for a steal and not anymore. I saw that jersey was like $10. And I know you're thinking like, no, it was like $25. Well, how much was it? Too much, okay? You know, you're probably thinking like that's not a lot. Yes, it is. For thrifting, that's a lot. So girl, I got 2 things, which is cool because I only really wanted to get 1 thing because I have so much stuff at home. I really don't need to be buying anything else, but I wanted to do 1 more thing because, again, I'm turning my winter clothes into summer clothes or like spring clothes. Basically, thrift flipping though. So I wanted to do something that was a little on the trendy end too. I'm going to show you when I get home what I mean, because I'll probably do those first. I have about 3 projects I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do them all in this vlog, though. I'm going to try to. But I don't know. It might be continued. These are my diaries. So diaries don't always end in 1 page. So we're going to start something and finish something at least. But whatever. We got what we came for. And I'm going to turn water into wine with what I got. Just watch. So, girl, I'm going to call you back when I get back to the house because that's where we're headed. Okay, girl, so we are back home, okay? I actually been home for a minute. I got something to eat, and now we're at the sewing table because now we're going to start sewing. I'm actually going to do like a little TikTok video with this little top. I thought I was going to be able to make like a crop top and a skirt, but it's too short. So I'm gonna do something else. So I'm gonna do a little quick little cute little transition for TikTok because I'm still gonna rework it into something cute. So I'll plug that in maybe at some point. But let me show you the other things that I got. Oh, let me show you this though. This is like a cute racer type top. I think this is so cute. I have so many of these, but I have never found one in pink. So this is just so cute. Such a good find. Then I found these. These are Joe's jeans, like I had said in the previous part. But these are like, I would say zebra, like more like striped. Super cute. They're a size 4. I can't fit them. But, well, they say they're a size large. Girl, large and European. But it's okay because what I'm going to do to them, it's going to be okay because they're smaller, because you'll see I'm going to open them up. So I think I'm going to have this, okay, have these. Now I also have this skirt that I thrifted a while ago, and I just love the fabric, and it's long and it's a lot of fabric. And so I think I can make this into a very cute 2-piece. Like with a short skirt and like use the rest of the fabric for a top. That is going to be darling. I'm still trying to figure out which one I'm going to do for the video. I think I'm going to do something simple because I want my sewing diaries to be things that I'm doing, but I also want to do it so that you guys can learn too. So I think I'm going to try to do something simple that I can teach you how to use the sewing machine in this first video. So what I think I'm going to do is this, because all I'm going to do is crop it and use the rest and make like a little cap. So it's gonna be like a streetwear type of vibe, which I think is gonna be so cute. We're gonna do this shirt, and if we have time and it's not too long, I'm gonna do the jeans too. If not, we're gonna do the jeans in a part 2, okay? But I hope I can get it all in one vlog because I think it'll be good together. So, yeah. So remember how I was telling you how I have like tapestries already? I have these green ones, which I'm gonna make some pants out of. And I have this one, which I feel like I'm gonna make like a dress out of, or some type of 2-piece or something. This is more heavier. This is kind of lightweight. So these would be some good little like, I'm not gonna say sweatpants, maybe like some wide leg pants would be so cute with this. And these are a little heavier, so I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with this one, but I told you I had some tapestries already. So that's gonna be a part of this whole little series. So I guess I am gonna make a couple of parts out of it because there's no way I can do all this in one vlog. The vlog is just gonna be way too long. So I think in this vlog, we're just gonna go and do this one, like I said, and then we're gonna do the pants and another one. And it's just gonna be maybe like a little mini series within a series. And we're gonna do a couple of different tips in between it. So this is the one we're gonna be working on. And it's pretty simple, but if you don't know how to sew or do any type of thrift flipping, it might be just a little like hard to understand. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna crop it and we're gonna make the hat, but I'm gonna show you how to use a sewing machine, and I'm gonna show you just how to do a simple straight stitch, because I feel like that is the hardest, easiest thing you gotta learn. Once you learn how to do a straight stitch, you can pretty much do a lot with that. And I'm sorry if my chair is squeaky, y'all. I need to get another one, but you know. All right. So we're gonna move all this stuff back. And this is our top. This top was $8, which I think is a good price for this, and it's in such good shape. And I think I just want it to be like this short. I think I'm gonna put like an elastic right here to make it tight. It has a zipper, so it can't go no lower than the zipper. So we're gonna just use that as a guide. I think where the zipper ends is where we're gonna cut it. Yeah, the zipper ends like right here. Here. Yeah, because that is where we're gonna cut it. So we got our pin right here. This is where we're gonna cut it. And I got this ruler. This is like a large ruler. They sell them on Amazon, but I got mine from Joann when Joann was still open, girl. It is not open anymore. And we are just going to put that right here where that pin is. And the reason why I like this mat is because it tells you where you can cut it at. So if it's 20 right here, then you line up your ruler to 20 over there, and that's how you know that it is straight, okay? So always remember, wherever you're cutting it, you want to cut it like an 1.5 inches longer, because you're going to fold it up for seam allowance. So make sure that you add a little bit extra for where you want to cut it. I want mine to be shorter, so right here is fine for me, because when I fold it up, that'll be enough. So I think I'm going to line it up right here. Let's line my shirt up. I'm using a roller cutter. I got this roller cutter from a Dollar Tree, y'all, and these are actually better than the expensive ones that they used to sell at Joann. So, and they're only $1. I haven't seen any in a while because I haven't really looked, because when I used to get them, I got so many at one time, so I hadn't need to get any more, but they were $1. They're probably $1.50 now that Dollar Tree is done raised their prices to $1.50 tree. Okay. Okay, so you're just going to line it up, and you're going to use this and literally press through the fabric. Line it up and push it against the ruler. Take your time, like so. There you go. And it doesn't have to go all the way through, as long as it gives you like a line of demarcation, because then you can go in back with some scissors and actually cut through the fabric. Like I said, we're just gonna go in and take our scissors and just follow that line. So This is what it looks like. This is the top. How cute. And this is the extra fabric. So we're gonna make, I would say, a do-rag. You like a do-rag? Yes, a do-rag. I think a do-rag will be cute with this top. And so I'm gonna show you guys how to hem a garment, because that's all we're gonna do. Is I was gonna put some elastic in it, which I still might, thinking about it. Okay, so this is gonna be the sewing machine that I'm probably gonna be using in all my videos, but this is a computerized sewing machine, but it really doesn't matter. You can use a basic sewing machine for this. If I had to suggest a good starter machine, it would be the Singer Start Smart. I feel like that's a really good starter machine. And we're just gonna do straight stitches, so don't pay attention to all these buttons because that really doesn't matter in this video. So we're just gonna do a straight stitch, and we're going to put some elastic in it so that it's tight. Like I said, this is gonna be a crop top, okay? And you don't have to like wearing crop tops, but it's a good method to show you how to use the sewing machine and do a straight stitch and add elastic. So you can add elastic in anything, a waistband, you can add elastic in arms, you can add elastic anywhere, but this is how you create the tunnel to add the elastic to anything that you want to add it to. So we cut already, and now we're going to hem it and sew it. So what you always want to do is turn everything inside out, like so. So we're using, this is a 1/2 inch elastic, and you're going to measure it like this. Make sure you leave enough for stitching. Then you're going to flip it up, and that is going to determine where you want to pin, like that, right there. Then you can take your elastic out. This is how you're going to pin it all the way around the entire garment. Like so, pinned all the way around, all the way around. Now, if you get a zipper in the way, you do not want to stitch over the zipper because it's going to break your needle. So you want to make sure you trim it so that it's shorter, so that you're not sewing on top of that, because again, you will break your needle. But this is what it looks like when it's all stitched, when it's all pinned, like so. And this is what it looks like on the other side. You see how that is a clean line? That's what we want. Okay, girlies, so I'm gonna put you directly in front of the sewing machine, okay? So you can get an up close and personal look on how we're gonna do this first stitch, okay? Okay. And girl, this is a real raw video. I feel like when I go too hard and try to do too much editing and all that, it just makes me not want to do it. So this is just gonna be raw, okay? We're gonna do it like you're with me, standing next to me, and I'm showing you how to do it, okay? That's how it's gonna be from here on out. So be prepared, girlfriend, okay? Okay, so I currently have my white thread in here. If you do not know how to thread a sewing machine, let me know. I will do a separate video on how to thread the sewing machine. Whoever wants to know how to thread a sewing machine, I'll do that in another one of my sewing diary videos. But if you already know how to thread a sewing machine, and this is what it looks like. It has one thread at the top, one at the bottom. You're gonna put them back to the side. I need a new chair, y'all. You're gonna take your item, okay? And you're gonna start it. I like to start it where a seam is. I just feel like it's the easiest. Now, ideally, you will want the pins to all go the same direction, especially the same direction that you're sewing. So you're gonna be sewing where this part is gonna be towards the guide right here. So make sure that your needles pins are all going this direction, which mine aren't, but that's okay. But make sure yours are doing that. You want to stick it right there. I wish I can get a little closer for you, girl. You're going to stick it down right there, and you're going to close it right there. And you're literally just going to put it on the very edge of the fabric. Let me give you another little close up. As you can see, it is right on the edge. You can see, it's right on the edge. See? And you're just going to stitch all around this edge, taking your needle out as you go. I have a computerized machine, meaning all I have is a start button, but if you have a manual machine, you're just going to use your pedal and you're going to pedal. And you want to make sure that you go forward twice and backwards twice to lock in the stitch. So I'm going to put mine on slow. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to hit reverse. And that locks in the stitch. And then you're going to continue to go forward. Make sure your foot is down. That will mess it up if it's not. To make sure that you're making it straight, you're going to use that as a guide. Keep your fabric on the same line going across. If you feel like it's shorter, fix and adjust your fabric. And literally the stitch goes straight. Use your hands to guide it. So you want to make sure that when you're ending, you want to go back and reverse it a couple stitches and then go back forward again too to lock in the stitch. Pull it out, cut your thread. Now this is what you're going to have, and because we are putting in some elastic, you want to make sure that you leave a hole right here, about 2 inches, a straight stitch. That's all you need. Okay, if you have any questions, girl, okay, any questions, leave them in the comment section. Okay, told you we're gonna do this like we're on FaceTime. I just feel like it's easier for me, and I think it might be easier for you to understand. So if you have any questions about that, leave it in the comment section below. We're gonna take our elastic, and the way that you get the elastic to be the size that you want is you wrap it around wherever you're gonna wrap it around at, and then you're gonna cut off about 1 inch. And it depends on how tight you want it and how stretchy it is. So this, I might cut off 2 inches because I want it to be really tight. And you're going to wrap it around, or you can use a tape measure to measure where you want it. And then you're going to cut off 1 inch. Make sure you wrap it around without stretching it out. And I'm just right now wrapping it around my waist. Mine is going to be about this long. I'm going gonna cut it, and this is gonna be your elastic strip. Once you have your elastic, then you're gonna take a safety pin and you're gonna put a safety pin on the tip of the elastic. Okay, this is how I do it. There's other tools and everything that you could use, but I do this method. I feel like it is the easiest and most reliable way to do it. And you can do this with any size elastic. Just make sure that the safety pin is large and not small, because you're gonna have to feed it through. You're gonna find your hole right here, and you're gonna stick your safety pin in it like this. And then you're pretty much going to push it all the way through. You want to keep going until you run out, but you don't want it to go all the way through. So just keep pushing it all the way through, like so. And be gentle, because you do not want to pop the safety pin or anything like that. And you see how you have some left? And then when you get back to the other side, you're going to take your safety pin out, and you're going to actually safety pin it to the other side, like so. And I also like to safety pin it to the actual garment, like right here, just to keep it in place, because you're going to stretch this out like this, just to even out the elastic and even out the fabric. Like so. Then you're going to take it out the fabric. You're going to take your 2 elastic pieces, this, and you're going to stitch them together. And this is a small, you can hand stitch this, or you can sew with a sewing machine. I'm going to sew with a sewing machine because I do everything with the sewing machine. I'm just going to put a pin in it, like so. And we're going to use our machine. Take the needle out before you sew it, because you will break your needle. Your sewing needle too, not just the pin, the needle. Put it down, forward, back, forward, back, and do that just a few times, just to secure it. Then you take it out. And then you can always just trim it down just a little. And then when you stretch it, it's in there. And the last thing you're gonna do is go in and stitch that close with your machine. And there's your crop top. Super cute, super easy, super cute. You can even put some elastic on the wrist. You can do a lot of stuff with this technique. You can actually do this to a t-shirt, you can do it to a sweatshirt, you can do it to anything. So it's a really good way to customize your clothes. That's done. So with the leftover fabric, we're just gonna make a headscarf, and all I did was cut it in half. So it was like this because it was the extra piece of fabric, and I just took out the seam, and that's all we're gonna have to do. Once we put that on, tie that, and that's just gonna give what it's supposed to give already. Don't have to do much with that. So that's it. So it's the end of the video. I'm gonna just do the rest in another video because it's already 9 o'clock at night and I'm not gonna be able to finish anymore, girl. So I'm gonna show you the end result at the end of the video. But if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I hope you enjoyed this Sewing Diaries FaceTime, girl. If you have any suggestions, anything you want to see with sewing, anything, when I say anything, even thrifting, if you have any questions, leave them down below, because again, I always tell you girls that whatever you leave down below, it helps me create more content, because I literally sometimes don't be knowing what to do. I could just show you what I'm doing already, which I do a lot of different things, but I don't necessarily know if everybody's interested in it. So I don't necessarily know if I should film it, but there's a lot of stuff I could film. But I would prefer to film things that you guys actually want to see. If you're interested in sewing, if you're interested in making your own clothes, even just if you're interested in having a new hobby, or if you just want to be entertained, leave a comment down below, because comments help my videos too. You guys push them out for the girls, DIY girlies, okay? We do DIY beauty and DIY fashion on this channel. Also, if you're interested in some very entertaining, fun, thrifting content, hit up Thrift Flip Sisters. It's me and my sister thrifting channel, where my sister thrifts. I do thrift flips here and there. And we also make like costumes. It's just a fun thing we do together to bond. And a lot of people love it. It's very whimsical, very fun. It's just a way to bring joy back into the world, joy back into people's spirits. And then it's a family channel, so we have a lot of children, a lot of older people, all ranges, 13 to 65 and above, watch that channel. So it's just very youthful, whimsical vlogs and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that type of content, hit up Thrift Flip Sisters. We would love to have you over there. What else? Is there anything else? Come back for part 2 of Sewing Diaries, because I'm going to be making the pants. I'll probably do those tomorrow, and I'll probably try to do the videos back to back. Try, okay? Or maybe like a couple of days in between, because I want to get them out. And this is going to be the winter to summer mini series. Winter to summer, winter clothes to summer clothes mini series through Sewing Diaries. So thank you for coming. Stay tuned to the end so you guys can see the final result, because I'm gonna style it all up and everything like that. And yeah, thank you for joining me, girl. Until next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Kill a bitch, all I need is a pencil and a pad. Let me get the beat so they remember who I am. Damn, where the real bitches at? I'm finna bring real bitches back. Where's all the real niggas at? Free the guys, bring the real niggas back.